Welcome to my fridge. Alright guys, so I am going to be doing a what's in my fridge tour. I thought that this would be very beneficial to share with you the kind of foods that I eat on a weekly basis. Plus, I just took myself to the market, so I have a fully stocked fridge that is just waiting for you guys to see what's inside. So I'm going to turn down the aperture since my fridge is so bright, but you can see it's fully stocked. Looks great. I can't wait to make lunch and dinner tonight. Let's take it to the door first because, I don't know, this can be kind of boring, I guess. But up top, I just have some random, like, cheese because this is the best. I get this from Trader Joe's. This is great on pastas and tomato-based sauces and dishes like that. I have some salsa that I got from Whole Foods. This is like freshly prepared. It has onions, tomatoes, cilantro, and just a bunch of yummy stuff. And then last night I had prepared some sweet tomato sauce that I like to top over chicken breast. Over here we have some butter and some garlic. I don't like to touch real garlic, so this is kind of like my next best option. I'm a ketchup freak. I like to drown everything in ketchup. I have some cocktail sauce for shrimp, some Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce, which is great for chicken tenders, some balsamic vinaigrette for salads, some chili pepper sauce, and Red Hot because I love me some Red Hot because I just love hot sauce, y'all. I love pesto on sandwiches, so I always have to have that on hand. Have some brown mustard back there, some almond butter, which I like to put on toast, and then some homemade apple jelly, which my grandma cans, and she actually shipped it out to California to me, so I love that. Down here we have almond milk. I usually drink the Silk brand, but that's almost out, so I picked up a new one when I was at Trader Joe's today and decided to try this. And I prefer to get it unsweetened just because I don't like a lot of sugar in things that I'm consuming, so I just picked that up, so hopefully it tastes good. I have some more canned fruits and applesauce from my grandma, some Parmesan cheese, and then a couple of adult beverages. I love fresh produce. That's something that I have to have in my fridge at all times because I'm constantly adding in things into different recipes, and for me it's just really easy to cook. I have some random things like chicken broth, coffee mate creamer for my coffees and teas. I have some Chobani strawberry Greek yogurt, some eggs, French green beans, and some cilantro. I have to have cilantro in my fridge at all times. These here are just some organic microgreens, which are really delicious on sandwiches, so I bought that for that reason. And like I said, French green beans are thebomb.com. They're my favorite little crunchy veggie because I just steam them a little bit, top them off with a little bit of Himalayan salt, and they're basically good to go. Let's take a peek inside here, but I do keep my like lunch meats and stuff. So for the week I just picked up the smoked turkey breast from Trader Joe's. Haven't had this one before, so hopefully it tastes pretty good. I have cheese on cheese on cheese, like there's just no turning back. So I like to do Swiss cheese for grilled cheese sandwiches or just normal, you know, lunch sandwiches. Mild cheddar, which is what I like to put on eggs and omelets. Mozzarella and Parmesan for pastas. These Baby Bell cheeses are the best for snack time, and I just love cheese, if you could not already tell. And if it doesn't get any worse, I have a whole cheese platter that has a variety. So, I mean, hey, come over if you want to have a cheese party. Down here I keep my Brita filter, which is my favorite thing ever. I just drink water and gulp it down like it's sugar or something. I have some tangerine juice, freshly squeezed from Trader Joe's, and then way in the back I have some apple juice. Well, I don't really drink a lot of juices, but definitely apple and tangerine are my favorite go-tos. I have a bunch of chicken breasts and chicken tender loins or whatever you want to call them, and then some ground turkey is at the bottom. So down here is where I keep my greens and more vegetables. So here I just have a organic blend of baby romaine lettuce, which is great just for a whole salad. I'll just eat this whole thing and put some chicken on it and some more like vegetables to give it some flavor. Organic Tuscan kale, which is what I like to put in my smoothies every single day. Over here we just have some broccoli, fresh cut broccoli. It makes it easy when I buy it this way. I don't have to like buy the whole head and then deal with it in that aspect. My guilty pleasure, you guys, Brussels sprouts. I am a huge Brussels sprout lover, and I've mastered the technique of cooking them absolutely perfectly, so I eat Brussels sprouts pretty much like on a daily basis. It's delish. So in this drawer is where I keep my fruits, and I have some chia seed squeeze packs here, which I got from Whole Foods, and these are great for on the go. This one happens to be a green machine mix, which just has, you know, spinach and like all that yummy stuff in it. I have some red seedless grapes. Again, I use this with my kale, and I'll do my smoothie with that. I keep a bag of lemons in there because I use them for chia seed water, avocados, I put them on chicken. And in this green bag, I just picked up 2 Asian pears, I believe, from Trader Joe's. And I wanted to try this out in a smoothie. I'm gonna, of course, cut off the skin and see how that works for me. I think I'm allergic to pears, but I haven't had them in a long time, but I'm hoping that I got over that allergy. I really need to go get an allergy shot test or something, you guys. It's crazy. And then in this drawer, I keep my vegetables. I don't keep these in the drawer just because they're too bulky of a bag, that it kind of takes up too much of the space. I love to do pasta with zucchini. I like to roast them in the oven. I like to just eat them as a dish. Like, I just love zucchini. I like crunchy vegetables, if you couldn't already tell. Here I have some sliced up mushrooms. Here I have bell peppers. So I just picked out 3 green bell peppers today from the market, and I seem to use bell peppers in almost everything, so I have to have that on stock. So that's everything in my fridge. I guess we should move to the freezer. On top of the door, I keep some frozen fruits. Again, I like to use these in my smoothies. And then down here is where I keep most of my veggies, and I just have some quinoa here, some corn, more roasted corn from Trader Joe's, more corn, which I got from Target, mashed potatoes. These things are my lifesaver. I'm obsessed, and I always have to pick this up when I go to the market. And then lima beans. I love limas. And I don't have too much in my freezer, really. As you can see, it's pretty bare. I prefer to do mostly like fresh, you know, fresh chickens and stuff. That sounds weird, like I have a whole bunch of chickens in my house, but you know what I'm trying to say. So up here I have my Wheatgrass Shots, and I take these daily. You can find this at Whole Foods, but basically it's just grass that is pressed to get the juice out of it. So I'll just do a double shot of that every day. And then over here I have some organic brown rice, again from Trader Joe's. They're so easy to prepare. You don't have to wait hours or, you know, like 30 minutes for your brown rice to cook down. So I think this definitely helps my cooking time, and it cuts it in half, and ever since I've discovered it, I have not gone back, so that's great. Over here I have some sweets because I think we all have those sweet tooths. So I don't have ice cream in my freezer. That's a surprise and shocker, right? But I do keep dark chocolate in here. Again, this has almonds in it, and it's from Trader Joe's. These are so delicious, and it's just a great little way to satisfy my chocolate tooth, or sweet tooth rather, if I ever have them, which is pretty rare. I mostly crave salty foods, but that's a whole nother story. And I also have my Gone Bananas, and it's basically chocolate covered bananas, and they're absolutely divine. So if you're ever at the market at Trader Joe's, go pick this up in the freezer section. So that's what I have for sweet treats. I have some lasagna back there. This one here is just a chicken breast with a sauce and some sweet corn risotto. And then this is a pork roast, which I loved. It looked absolutely delicious. Can you see that? Look how yummy. It has spinach in it and roasted peppers and cheese. So I'm definitely gonna make this for dinner tomorrow, I believe. So that's why I got that from the store. And that's pretty much everything in my freezer. Now, when I do go to the market, I stock up on everything just to make sure I have enough produce and meat, which is generally chicken, and bread and milk for the week. So I get bananas, just a little bunch of those, some yellow onions. I got a bag of avocados. These sadly aren't ripened yet, so putting them next to bananas definitely helps to do that. And then I got a bag of like a medley potato mix. So there's like blue potatoes, whatever kind of potato this is, and then red potatoes. The bread that I buy is the whole grain bread from Trader's, and it has delicious little oats and stuff on the top. So let's get into my pantry before this video gets any longer than it really needs to be. So I recently just organized this because the shelves are way too high up for me, and I couldn't ever reach anything that was at the top shelf. So I'm really happy with the way that this has turned out. So over here is basically the section that I go to in the morning when I want to have granola or cereal or anything of that matter. Have to have my honey on hand. I use honey for everything. I put it on chicken sometimes. I put it in my Greek yogurt, my tea of course, and it's just a great staple to have in your pantry. I have almonds some slivered ones, no salt or anything, just plain. And then these are a honey roasted almond that are also slivered, which are great for granola and cereals, and oatmeals as well. I put a lot of like dried fruit and stuff in them. I use raw cane sugar to sweeten up my teas and coffees, and it's just like a brown type of grain, if you can see that. In this little yellow container, I keep my chia seeds in there. Here I have some granola. These are just a bunch of golden berries. Love this in my oatmeal. Very tart and sweet. It's just so delicious. Some dried apricots, and these are really good just to eat on their own for snacks. And then I just have some, what is this? Salted pretzel slices. They're super thin. They're really good when you dip them in this stuff, which is my crack, and it's cookie butter. Next I have some oatmeal, steel cut oatmeal. I'll make that ahead of time so I don't have to cook it every day because it takes so long. It's a pain in the butt. I have tuna fish, some spaghetti, which I'm actually going to be cooking up tonight for dinner. Popcorn is a snack that I crave the most. I like buttery, salty foods, so that's like my ultimate guilty pleasure, and I just love popcorn. It's delicious. Up here I have cereal. I don't eat a lot of cereal, only at night really, so I just have some Cheerios, which is the honey nut one, and then Puffins cinnamon cereal, and then I have some little snack bars again from Amy's. I keep a lot of my tomato based soups and like pasta sauces. Back there you can see I have a can of diced tomatoes. These are my favorite tomatoes, and they are the fire roasted diced tomatoes. Delicious. And I keep a bunch of beans up there. Up at the tippy top is where I keep things that I don't necessarily reach for on a regular basis. I do have more quinoa up there, some more canned type of like jellies and things, ramen noodles, pumpkin pancake and waffle mix, oatmeal that I don't really like because it tastes weird to me, some more rices and pasta, and then crackers. So that's it for my pantry and fridge video. Hopefully you guys got a good insight on the things that I kind of consume and eat on a regular basis. And I just love food, so that's why I like to have variety. So thanks for watching. Bye guys.